Tea is live.
Yes.
Yes. This will be my first official sip.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
let's go. A well deserved tea.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
oh, oh. I will
Tea.
savor that. I will
Tea.
savor that.
How does it feel? 75 days? What?
Man,
What?
my legs are beat up, Azelin. They are
Oh.
beat up. But
Man, see, the non-alcohol, it would have took a lot of people out that alone. Like I'm like, whoa, like talk about mental toughness and physical. Hey, Allison.
hey, Allison, we went to that Kevin Hart comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a bar at the bottom.
Oh, that's for Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, and my
Uh-huh.
husband wanted a drink, and I'm like, "Go ahead." I mean, I
Yeah.
can't have one, but he didn't have one. He
Oh,
he he stood in solidarity.
I love that.
So it was still a great show, but man, it was hard to just be like, "Oh man, I can't have one,
Not one sip.
not one sip."
Not one sip. So which one is that you have now that you poured up
I have the
first?
Riesling right now.
Okay.
Duplin is kind of like it's in North Carolina. It's a
Mm-hmm.
winery that's here,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of have a broad range like of different things, but they kind of specialize in sweet
Oh,
wine.
okay. So Dublin is the brand, not the type of
Hmm.
wine. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I
Good
actually want to go there.
afternoon.
I'm hoping to tour there
Oh,
for one of
nice.
their wine tastings. Hello,
So good afternoon, ladies. Good
good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. So how are you feeling overall, T? What's
Mm.
the verdict? You had a couple days to rest after, and it's just like I did that. So how are you feeling?
I feel good, and I know now that some of those things they stick to you. Like they
Yes.
stick, like the water.
Hmm.
I'm finding it very difficult not to try to drink a gallon of water. I'm
Wow.
finding it very difficult to not exercise. Like I was supposed to take a couple of days
Hmm.
and rest my body. I
Hmm.
can't do it. I
Yeah.
ended up exercising last night because
Yeah.
I couldn't stop myself from doing it because it just felt like I was just,
Right. Like what am I like I'm supposed to be doing this
yeah, I'm
right
supposed to
now.
be doing something.
Yeah.
So that was a issue. Um,
Hi, Nancy Green.
hey Nancy, can I
um,
say hey to the fam?
yeah, you did.
Okay. Um, so that part was hard.
Mm.
It's hard to stop. It's
What?
like
What? Don't? Why stop? I mean, like I understand the intensity, but those are great habits. Oh, a gallon of
yeah,
water a day, like naturally.
I don't want to drink a gallon of
Oh,
water
you
though.
don't want to have no
I want to
desire.
drink around 70, 80 ounces of water and I'm good. I do
Yeah.
not want 128
Right.
ounces of water. I'd rather, I could do 70, 80,
Yeah.
not the 100 and some.
Right.
No,
Right.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's fair.
But it was a good, I've kept on with the reading.
Hmm.
I just have to get a new book. I want a new book that's nonfiction.
All
Like,
right.
and I want one that is fictional. I want to delve into both
Yes.
because I couldn't read anything nonfiction.
Yes. Do you have any on your list? What about the Let Them theory for nonfiction? The one
You know
I was
what?
reading,
I
I was
may
started that
try that.
I did not finish at all. That book I don't even know where it's at.
I actually may try that book because I have heard about that book.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I've been
may
seeing
try
it a
that.
lot more lately. I'm like, I should
Hmm.
pick it back up. Like I saw her on the Breakfast Club. I didn't watch the interview, but Mel Robbins was on the Breakfast Club and talking about the Let Them theory, and I saw it somewhere else, and I'm like, I have the book. I need to read it. This
Hmm.
is a good book, obviously.
You need to read that book. You need to read that
I
book.
do. I
Maybe
do.
we'll do a book series
That would
where we'll read
be
it
nice.
together. You want to
That
do
would be
that?
nice. That would
I'll
be
get the
nice.
book and then we'll do like a series where we read it together and
That would
discuss
be
our
nice.
ideas of what we read.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now me and my sister had that same idea, so I would double check with her that she don't want to
Oh,
do.
yeah,
Wait,
wait.
but listen, she ain't pick up the book either, so it's like, like Lynn, If it's okay with you, I would like to do this with T,
Hmm.
but that would be
Check
really
it.
nice.
Check with her first though, because
Yes, that would be
if
really
that was already
nice.
your idea, I don't wanna infringe on that.
Right, but like I said, if she ain't picked up the book either. It would be certain things she'd be talking about, and I mean, I got far enough in it for her to explain what the theory was, and I would just say, let them, because the basis of it is about just releasing control over
Hmm.
over what other people do, and
Hmm.
and then I would say, let them, and she would be like, let them, like, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. So we both kind of, you know, so
Yes.
yeah.
So
Nancy
I
Drew said that would be fun, a book series.
I think about I've had a lot of like thoughts about finances. I actually have a vlog coming out after this. I
Mm,
recorded one earlier today when I was out getting my wine.
nice.
And I've just had a lot of like thoughts about that during this whole process, and how you grew up
Mhm,
can influence the money decisions that you make.
mhm,
I read a book a while ago, and it was recommended to me by my friend. She was an educator at the time, but she's
mhm.
retired now. But it was called Understanding the Cycle of Poverty.
Mm.
And it was directed to educators for them to
Mhm,
understand why students and their families would behave in certain manners when it came to money, like
mm,
field trips, um,
mhm.
like clothing, shoes,
Right.
things like that, how their mindset dynamic would work.
Mhm,
And I think about, if you came up and you didn't have very much,
mhm.
there's that desire to buy things all because you've been deprived.
Right,
You're not buying them because you necessarily want
right.
them, but because you've been deprived of it
Mhm,
when
mhm.
you were coming up.
Right,
Or your self-esteem is such that you feel you need items, designer items, Jordans, whatever they
right.
may be, in order to fit a mold. Like
Mhm,
in order to fit in, you
mhm.
feel like the items make your self-worth rather than you.
Right,
Like
right.
things like that. And I've been thinking a lot about stuff like that lately. I
That
probably will do something on that.
yeah, that's interesting. For me, like my background as far as financing growing up, like I grew up in a two-parent household, but one
Mhm.
income household.
Mm.
And I feel like if it wasn't a one income household, we probably would have been better off than we were. But
Mhm.
my dad was the provider, not because my mom was like, they have those debates about,
Yes.
it wasn't that. It was really my mom. I don't, sometimes I want to ask my dad, like, I know she got sick when I was in high school, but before that, I don't know if it was mental illness or what kind of sickness, but she didn't work, like she was sick.
Mhm.
And so, um, you know, my dad being a truck driver, we were right at that line where we didn't have money, but we also didn't qualify for government assistance.
Right.
That's a terrible place to be.
Horrible place to
Oh,
be.
that's a
I have
terrible place
lived
to
that
be.
too,
That's a
but
terrible
it's a
place to
terrible
be.
place
That's
to be.
like poorer than poor because you get no help. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You get no help. And so, for me, I don't know how that's affected. I can't. I feel like I can maybe unpack how that's affected me in my adult life. But one thing I've noticed about myself is, um, I'm not a materialistic person.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
either.
not a materialistic person as far as brands and stuff like that. But even more so to where sometimes I feel like I don't think about the basic necessities of things that I need. Like
Mhm.
it's almost like I'm so used to having minimal everything. But the money that I spend, it goes to stuff maybe like that's probably not a necessity, like fun
Mhm.
stuff. You know what I mean? But it's at the same time, like you need to buy more shoes, you need to buy more shoes, you need to buy more clothes, but
Right.
I have like a little bit and it's like I make it work. You know what I mean? So I feel like
Mhm.
that's something that needs to be unlocked and unpacked. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I really feel like that probably is a scar from growing up, just making things work. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's interesting. That would
It's
be
interesting.
interesting.
It's an interesting thing because I've been thinking about it, and I know that my initial credit card debt
Mhm.
was from that. It was from low self worth. I thought I could buy
Mm.
things. I thought I could buy things to make myself be
Mhm.
acceptable because
Right.
I was a nerd. I
Mhm.
was not like a popular
Mhm. Me
kid.
either. Hey,
I
D
was,
Dunk in the
hey D
comments. Hey,
Dunk,
Allison.
hey Allison. And I think I was trying to be all of those things. I was trying
Yeah.
to make up for the time that
Mhm.
I was just nerdy
Right.
too, you know,
Right.
and yeah. And so I'm unpacking a lot of that now. It's
Mhm.
funny how that whole challenge, it is a mental challenge too,
Mhm. Mhm.
because I actually found a vlog of a guy that did it
Mhm.
that was really, really into fitness.
Mhm.
He lost no weight. In fact, he gained 2 pounds.
Oh wow.
And I mean, he was hardcore into it, like not like playing around,
Mhm.
like really hardcore. And he said that that challenge really is more mental than it is about anything physical. So
Yeah.
if you lose weight, it's a
It's just a
just
plus.
an added bonus, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's really about the mental. And I have found that 75 hard has made me think more. It's made
Mhm.
me really evaluate
Mhm.
things, and I'm thinking a lot more about things that I never really thought about before.
Right.
I never thought about how not having a lot coming up would affect how I would feel about money now.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it does. It really does.
Yeah, it definitely does. I know that wait, something I wanted to say. Like, so you like after 75 days of the challenge, you feel mentally tougher. Do you feel like mentally stronger? I'm
I
like on the part about you being a mental challenge. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I do, and I feel deeper. I
Nice.
feel more introspective. My thoughts are deeper than they were.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Um.
thinking more internal than
Mhm.
I ever did before.
Yeah. When you was on your interview the other day and you talked about how you figured out why you have to do a challenge outside. Your comment about like all days won't be sunny. That was my first thought was, dang, that was deep. Like that's deep. Like, but I didn't want to put that because I was like, maybe I'm being like, but that was
Too
like,
dramatic.
wow, like that's a
No.
really good point.
Yeah. Every day that you get up in the morning, although it's a blessed day because
Yeah.
you rose up, it's not going to be the best day.
Right.
It's not going to be everything you want it to be.
That's
I'm so
true. And you
sorry.
have to keep
And you
going.
have to keep
You
going
have to keep
despite that.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's very interesting. Um, but as far as the finance part thing, I had a thought and it went away. It's gonna come back though. I hate when that happens. Darn it. I need meds. I need ADHD meds. I really do. Like I'm a mess.
Well, then I need them too because I it happens to me all the time. All the time.
There was something I wanted to say about that though. But I just know growing up in poverty definitely leaves scars. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so driven. Even though I think drive when it comes to like having an entrepreneurial spirit and wanting to, just be great. It's something that's born in you, but I think a lot of it also is like I just don't want to live like I did. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and also poverty mindset. I'll say this: I grew up in the hood my whole entire life, right? But as soon as I was an adult and I had the opportunity to, I canceled that out. Like, I'm
Mhm.
not saying I was always didn't move to the most lavish neighborhood, but I was not in the hood anymore.
Right.
Then I think about my dad, no shade, love him. He stays there. He can move,
Mhm.
but it's like almost where he's comfortable. You know what I mean? Like if you pull up to my dad's house, somebody come pick me up, I just say, okay, like he does live in the hood, but there's gonna be like this house right across the street from him.
Yeah.
Just ignore them, ignore what they
He
got
does
going
say you got
on. You know
bougie.
what I mean? Like,
He
come in,
said
I'm
you
gonna come
got
right out.
bougie.
It's one of those situations. And it's like, Dad, why don't you move? You know what I mean? But it's literally a mindset. It's a mindset. So yeah, think
It
I might do
really
some
is.
research on that.
It really is because my dad, I our our idea,
Mhm.
there's a distinct difference between country poverty
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
city poverty.
Yeah.
There's a very distinct difference,
Mhm.
and country
Mhm.
poverty may consist of the fact that, well, not anymore because they outlawed it in the
Mhm.
90s. But prior to the 90s, you may not even have an indoor restroom. You may not
Right.
have indoor water running. I mean, I
Right.
remember my dad getting up at 4 a.m. because he worked two jobs. He
Mhm.
would have to crawl under the house that we lived in
Mhm.
and unfreeze the pipes just so we would have water in the morning and
Wow.
then go to work. Like he would just
Wow.
crawl out and go to
Mhm.
work
Like it was
for
a
like
part of the routine.
yeah. And
Mhm.
so it's like those, but when I look back on it, I never felt I lacked.
Mhm. Mhm.
I never felt like I lacked because I had food,
Yeah.
had clothes. I did come up in a two-parent household.
Mhm.
My parents were together until my mother passed away, God rest her soul.
Mhm.
And I think that sometimes it's definitely more than money.
Mhm.
Definitely more than money.
Right.
But at the same time, if there were ever instances where you felt lack, you
Mhm.
may seek it when you get older. You may seek to fill
Right.
that void of things. I know for me, it's like I hold money because I can't go back. I can't go
Yeah.
back to that. I'm not
Yeah.
going back to sleeping in my car. I'm
Mhm.
not going back to any of that. So
Yeah.
it's like, but that hinders me
Mhm.
because I'm not living to
Mm.
do the things that I want to do.
Mhm.
I'm having to teach myself it's okay
To
to
spend
give
some.
yourself
Yeah.
something every now and again. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die. It's all right.
Mhm. Right. Cause I
So
was thinking about, I'm laughing at D Dunk said Ozzy got bougie. No, I didn't get
that's what I
bougie.
said. He said you got bougie.
But let me tell you how bad. Let me just go say it to
Hey
that point real quick.
Corey.
Who is that? Hi,
Corey
Corey.
World. You gotta check her out too if you haven't.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
So it was like, let me say something, comment about my dad and like me like moving. So my first apartment, my first apartment was just a really like studio basically apartment, but a little bit bigger than a studio.
Hmm.
But it was like maybe like a couple blocks away from where my dad lived. So it was like, in a better area. Not like I said, all the way up there, just not where he lived. Then my second apartment, which was probably my favorite apartment I had so far. The rent in my small apartment was maybe like 450.
Hmm.
Then I moved to another apartment and it was like 825 a month. Two bedroom, two bath, really nice apartment. When I told my dad how much my rent was going to be, he was kind of like, "Oh, like that."
Hmm.
And then he was like,
Like that's a
"Well,
lot.
there's these apartments that one of his friends had bought like a complex, and he was like, he's
Hmm.
renting out these apartments for like $500 a month in the middle of the hood. I'm like, Dad, why would I do that? I'm like, aren't you concerned about my safety? I live by myself. Like, I'm gonna go where
Hmm.
I feel safe. I'm not gonna go like, but it was just a mindset. Like, I'm trying to get further and further away, little bit by little bit. I'm trying to get away. Like, don't try to like what? Like, it was weird, like, mm-mm. But oh, Nancy Green said you could be bougie. Yeah, I believe in the finer things in life, but I like try to remain down to earth, but I definitely believe in the
Now
finer things
I
in
ain't
life.
even gonna lie, y'all. I believe in them
I
too,
would be bougie but not
but
stuck up. I could be bougie but
but
not
not
stuck up.
not to the extent of I'm like dual. I'm a dual kind of personality because you can
Yeah,
sit me out in the woods and I'm good.
right.
You know, give me my rifle, a
Yes.
tent, a sleeping bag,
Right.
and I'm good.
Uh-huh.
I'm good. Maybe one of those utility knife things because I need one of those.
Mhm.
I'm good there,
Right.
but I'm also good with other stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
more stuff. And it's like I want to enjoy those things as well.
Mhm. Yep.
I,
It's all about
I,
balance.
yeah, it's just balance. I want to have nicer things. I aspire to nicer things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I
Now
just can
speaking of that too,
flip flop anywhere.
T, when you were saying that spending
D
spending
Duck said tea in her musket. I don't have a musket, D Duck. Okay.
Girl, Allison said, right, I got champagne taste, but my money is not always there. Keep going, girl. You gonna get it.
It's gonna get there though. It's gonna get
Absolutely.
there. And that's another thing. Our mentality can also hinder us from prospering.
Hmm.
Your mind can tell you what you can't do. Your mind will tell you what you can't do.
Yep, and
You
your
can't
body will
listen
not
to that.
move. Once your mind say no, your body gonna be like,
Hmm.
"Dang, I can't." Even though you see other people doing it, you gonna feel like even though I see everybody else reaching these goals and doing these things, I can't do it. That's a mind thing only.
Yeah. It's a mental thing and it will keep
Only.
you locked down. You
Yeah.
have to learn to release that part of your brain to where you are limitless because you
Right.
are. You are
Absolutely.
limitless in what you can do.
Absolutely. Now, T,
Hmm.
circling back to because even though I have ADHD, a lot of times I can like pause and come right back. So this is what I'm
Okay.
doing right
Gotcha.
now. You was sort of speaking about how you are finding that you have to tell yourself like it's okay to it's
Hmm.
okay to enjoy things. T, you paid your student loans off last year in November.
Hmm.
Way before 75 hard, way before your non-spending challenge and all these things. And
Hmm.
you said you were gonna do something to celebrate. We ain't seen you celebrate yet. See?
Okay. 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 Now, see why you got to bring up old stuff though. I see how Azelin will bring up old stuff. It's not cool. And then she left. She brings up old stuff and then disappears. Where did you go? Where did you? Where did you go? See, she
You
brings
now?
up old stuff and then just disappears
Can you see me
off
now?
screen. We can see you.
Okay, good. Well, T, you actually reminded me of it in your last video where you were talking about your journey and you said I paid off my student loans in November 20. I'm like, she sure did. And she didn't
Okay. You will
celebrate.
see in this coming up budget that I have allocated for me to do something for myself.
Oh, I love
You will
that.
see. I
I
have I
love
have
it.
allocated for me to do something specifically for myself. I don't know what it's going to be,
Okay.
but I have allocated the money specifically for that purpose.
I love
So,
that. I cannot wait to see what you
uh,
come up with.
yeah, I
I'm
don't know
thinking
what
an
I'm
all
going to do.
inclusive resort because I know you say you don't want to like travel,
I want a
travel.
beach trip, so it's
Oh, a
probably going
beach
to be
trip.
that. Yeah, I want to
Nice.
yeah, just go there and get me a nice Airbnb right on the water and just chill
Hmm.
for a while.
That's gonna be
So,
perfect. That would be so awesome. I cannot wait to see that. I
yeah,
cannot
so
wait to see it.
that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So, that's probably what it's going to be. But I will be allocating funds specifically for myself cuz that is something that I struggle with. I struggle with I will help anyone.
Hmm.
I will I don't even think twice
Hmm.
when I want to help someone. Like
Right.
the mind never wonders like, "Oh my gosh, should I not do that?" Never. But
Hmm.
when it comes to myself,
Hmm.
anytime I think of myself, the immediate thought is you don't need to do that. Like, why are you
Mm.
doing that? That's a waste of money. Like, why are you
Mm.
that could be in the bank. Like you could
Yeah.
be getting interest on that. Why are you spending that? But you have to have a balance.
Hmm.
And in my channel, I hope to show my development into creating that balance.
Mm.
You know,
That's gonna be beautiful to see.
so that's
I was
something
talking
that I
about
aspire to.
I was watching something about mindset and money a couple weeks ago, and one of the things that I stopped saying about is spending money because they were talking about how money is energy and it only circulates. So whatever you spend, it comes back to you. It comes back to you. They're like this money is always in circulation. It's in constant motion.
Hmm.
So like when I'm spending money now, I'm like, I love circulating money. Like it's coming. It's been like it comes right back to me. Like these days, like since
Always.
I made that shift, it literally like whoa. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but one of the things somebody said, they use an example like people that have money, but they come from that mindset of like, I want to hold on to it because money is not made to be clenched onto, it's meant to be circulated.
Hmm.
A lot of times people they're forced to spend it in other ways, like medical bills or like some type of way, the money that's clenched. Not talking about investing. I'm just talking about the mindset of like
Yeah.
I can't.
No, I know
It's
what you
like it's gonna
mean.
be forced to save it. You're gonna be
Hmm.
forced to spend it in some other way. So it's like it was basically saying like when you not irresponsible, because I'm the opposite of UT. Like I need to learn how to say Azelin, like my you deserve, like I deserve this mentality is not balanced.
It's off the chain.
It's off the chain. Like it's like I deserve myself into like literally no money. And then the money comes, then I, take care of my basic necessities. Then I'm back to like, I deserve nice things. I deserve to do what I want. Who am I to put limits on myself? But that's just like, so
Yes.
I'm the opposite. So I need to find a balance of, and I
Bringing it
feel
back
like
down. Bringing
bringing
it
it
back
back
down.
down
Just a little bit.
just a little bit, not too hard on myself,
Mm-mm.
but not out of control. You know what I
Right.
mean? Not senseless. Not like if I spend his money and it's my last, well, next time I need money, it's gonna come to me some type of way. That's my mindset, and it usually happens. But I just don't want to be like that. I want to be responsible. I want to be a
Yes.
responsible adult. I'm gonna be 30 next year. I'm gonna be 29 this year. But I'm gonna be 30 next year. I can't be bringing these habits into my 30s. I refuse.
And see, that's something that I feel like people always struggle with, and it's always the higher end of the spectrum, one way
Hmm.
or the other.
Yeah,
Either you really can't stop yourself from
yeah,
spending, or you're such a penny pincher
yes.
that, like, I'm telling y'all,
I have
I
no
have
penny pinch in me. I need a little bit of penny pinch. I have
Ooh,
none.
child, I could it, my husband has to check me for my penny pension, because if it were up to me,
Hmm.
if it were up to me,
Yes.
we would be eating some beanie weenies
Oh no!
and eating
Not beanie
peanut butter
weenies.
sandwiches.
Not the struggle
And
meals,
I mean,
T.
whatever is the cheapest. If I could go in there and get it, I probably would do that. And it's just from that sense of being so afraid of everything that I've gone through,
Yes.
and not want, man, that is, I would say that anyone who has experienced anywhere close to that,
Mhm.
like being unhoused, being like in that kind of situation, it does a PTSD on you. You have
That's interesting.
PTSD from it. And it's very difficult to break. It's very
Right.
difficult to break.
Now that's two things. Or I want to say, D Dunk said money is a tool. People have it backwards, unfortunately. I agree.
Yes,
Money is
D Dunk.
definitely a tool. Money is a
Absolutely.
tool.
Absolutely.
And then I wanted to say, T, so like you said, you answered my question already by saying it's PTSD, but I just wonder sometimes, like, because you're not the only person I've heard say that.
Hmm.
Even I was watching Damon Wayans on Club Shay Shay interview,
Yes.
and
I
he
watched
mentioned the
that.
same. Yeah, he mentioned
Hmm.
the same thing. Like that's what his drive is. Like he don't want to go back to
Yeah.
how he was when he was a kid. But I'm thinking like, Damon Wayans, you've been famous and rich for majority of your life. Like it's like I wonder like how. I mean, I understand because you just said PTSD, but it's
Yep.
like if you've been so successful for so long, like like how
Hey,
is it that
Coach. I'm sorry
hey,
about
coach.
that, Oswald.
It's okay. No, it's like how like how does it work to where it's like I don't want to go back, but you would have to fall off really drastically to go back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like at the point that you're at, you would have to go. You have to, to go back. So it's like but like you said, it is PTSD, like you said.
My brother talks to me about that all the time. He's like, look, what would have to happen for you to go back to that? I want you to think about the
Yeah.
series of events
Yes.
that would have to happen to take you back to that.
Are any of your brothers like that, or do they relate?
I
Like,
have
or
a
are they?
one brother, my middle brother,
Hmm.
because I have three. I have one that's 60, one that's 58, one that's 56. The one
Hmm.
that's 58, we are very similar.
Mm.
Very, very similar
Hmm.
in our mindsets with money.
Hmm.
Um, my brothers, man,
Hmm.
even I had it better than they
Hmm.
did. You
Oh
know what I
wow.
mean? Like,
Hmm.
I remember my brother. He played football. He
Hmm.
was one of our star football athletes,
Hmm.
and he would have to walk himself home from, because
Football
we couldn't get
games.
there. My parents worked two jobs. He
Mm.
walked from the football field home, and I'm talking about,
A
it's
long walk
probably
if
a
y'all
good
lived in the country.
eight 7, 8 miles away, maybe 10 miles away from the
Wow.
school. He would finish football practice and walk to our house. Like,
Mm.
because if he wanted to play,
That's how he had to do it.
that's what you had to
Mhm.
do.
Mhm.
So it's like they had it way worse. I mean,
Mhm.
I at least saw us get an indoor restroom.
Yeah.
They lived many, many years without an indoor restroom. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I at
Mhm.
least made it to the time where mom and daddy was coming up. They got that
Right.
single wide, girl.
Right.
They got that single wide trailer. We thought we were balling.
Oh.
I thought I was. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. Had my own little bathroom in there. I was shoot. That was
Yes.
there. So that single wide was a mansion, okay, for me.
Mhm.
So,
The
but yeah.
fam adventure said beans and rice, then rice and beans. Yeah, I hated beanie weenie growing up. That was my worst struggle meal. I would have to be
Girl.
on the streets to probably eat beanie weenie. I hated eating beanie weenie. Oh my gosh, yo, it was like
My
the
dad,
worst.
my dad used to his lunch for work, and this is every day because me and my brother still laugh about it.
Mhm.
He had a can of sardines
Mhm.
and one of those beanie weenie cans. This is his lunch, and a
Oh.
pack of those crackers, those
Mhm.
saltine crackers. That was his lunch in
Mhm.
his little bag every day, and he would sit it in his windshield, and we would think that stuff is hot. It's been sitting there all day, and he would still crush that because what else you gonna eat? Like
Right.
you gonna eat that food. You
Right.
definitely is not letting it go to waste. So it was just, man, the stories of poverty in the country is unreal, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes. And then they don't say Ozzy said she riding around and she getting it. It's mine. I spend it. It's mine. I
Oh,
spend it.
Iceland is just the world is mine. Okay,
That,
it
that is
belongs
my
to me.
attitude. But I really do feel like, I'm actually, I say I was turning 30 soon, but I feel like I'm entering chapters that will require me to be more responsible and I'm ready for it. I'm
Hmm.
ready. I'm ready for it.
But
Um
I do strive for balance. I do
yeah,
want to just
balance is key.
reiterate that balance is so necessary because although money is great, it's a tool. It can help you in a lot of ways. I'm not one of those ones that's like, who cares about money? You should care about money.
You
I'm
should
so
care about
sorry. You
money.
should care about it because that's the only way you're gonna eat, and that's the only way you're gonna keep a roof over your head. You gotta care about it. But
Mhm. And
it
the
is
value of the
not the
dollar is
ruler.
changing right before our eyes.
But it's not the ruler of
Yeah.
your life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's not everything, but
Yeah.
it is something that's very important.
Yeah. I
And
I
so,
got to the point where I don't even feel we just touching on part where you said it's not the ruler. I got to the point where I don't even feel comfortable striving for money. Like I want to work, I want to save, and I want to learn how to invest and make my own money grow passively.
mhm,
But that whole mindset, like that lie that hustle culture has been selling us, no,
yeah,
I'm not. Like
I'm
I
not
know
working my whole
people.
life for sure.
I'm not like I
Not
know
gonna do it.
people now that I really admire for their drive and their work ethic, but they have no time to enjoy anything because they're always, always, always
Mhm.
working. And my mindset is like, you're always working, you're tired, you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, but why? But why? Like, would it be so hard to dial back on? Like, I'm not saying don't achieve your goals, but is it worth it? Like, is it worth what you're going through now? Like, not even being
Okay,
able to
I'm gonna
look
give
up
you.
and
I give you a flip side of that, Oslin.
yes, please do.
Okay, when I first started working where I work now, I've been there 18 years
Mhm,
in June.
mhm,
I started at the very bottom, so I was not making enough money to make it. I really wasn't. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
mhm,
I worked another job. I worked 7 days a week. So I worked my Monday through Friday job, and I
mhm,
did bookkeeping on
mhm,
Saturdays and Sundays.
mhm.
Was it something I wanted to do? No. I think
Right.
a lot of people who do that, it's not because they want to.
Mhm.
It's because either their situation won't allow them not to do it to make it,
Right.
or they're just trying to get to a better place. For
Mhm.
me, it was a means to an end. Meaning I knew after a certain amount of time that I got my ducks in a row, I wasn't doing that anymore. Cause I
Right.
had a daughter, and that's
Mhm.
probably the one thing I regret the most is that I was not as present of a parent as I should have been because
Mhm.
I worked all the time. And in
Mhm.
addition to those two jobs, I was getting my master's degree at the same time.
Mm. Mhm.
I had no time for my daughter
Mhm.
in the manner that I should have. You
Mhm.
can't get that time back.
Mhm.
And so sometimes it's not because you want to do it. It's
Yeah.
because it's just a means to an end. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just a means to get there. So I think a
Right.
lot of those people in the situations that you speak of,
It
except
definitely
those
depends. It
except
definitely
those high
depends.
ranking people. Those high
Yeah.
ranking people just want to, they just live
Right.
for the
I know, because
money.
I
You
know
know what I
exactly,
mean?
because I know also, like, think about people that you're describing, and I know people that have to work multiple jobs to
Hmm.
sustain, and they literally don't have extra time. But I'm more so talking about the people who probably have reached a certain level of, where they have a little cushion, but the thing, the drive is like, I want to keep climbing. I want to
Mm. Yes.
keep. And it's like, but you're killing yourself. Like, but if it's worth it to you, but I just want you to know, like, you're literally running yourself in the ground at the same time. I just don't want that.
I don't
I
either.
don't
And
want
I'm
that for
done
myself.
climbing. I'm done
Yeah,
climbing after this.
yeah,
I don't even want to ascend anymore. Now, and they're talking about that, but they can talk all they want to because
yeah,
I'm not taking it because I don't
yeah.
want to ascend anymore because I want a life.
Right.
I
And
work
you feel like
hard.
it would be a trade off, like more work. It wouldn't be like ascend and less work. It'll be ascend and more work.
Hmm. It's a
Yes.
sin and more work in the fact that it's more people that's pulling at you. And I'm at a time in my life, I've given all I can
Yes.
in a
Absolutely.
work field. I've given
Hmm.
you everything I got. I
Yeah.
don't have any more left, and I
Right.
feel like I want to be able to be in a condition to enjoy my life when I leave this workplace.
Enjoy the fruits
I
of your
want to be able to
labor.
move and go
Yes.
places and do
Yes.
things and really enjoy it. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I see people. This is one story. Even at my job, guy worked so hard. He had risen to like I think he was just under VP level.
Hmm.
He was so close to what he was aspiring to,
Hmm.
and had a stroke.
Oh my God.
And he's gone because he couldn't come back to work. He can't even
Oh
walk anymore.
no.
You know what I mean? So you spent
Wow.
all of those years, and he had it. He had
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
He had a business and was working and
Mm.
climbing the ladder. He was very good
Hmm.
financially, and now
Right.
you can't even enjoy it because
Yeah.
now all of his money is going toward his medical expenses and all of that stuff. And there were so many times that people would tell him, slow down,
Hmm.
stop pushing yourself, stop
Yeah.
flying all the time. Because even though travel is wonderful, you
Hmm.
can't live on a plane. It's actually not good for you. It's not good for
Yeah.
your body to fly 24/7. It's not good for your body. And that's
Right.
what he was doing. And
Hmm.
he got a blood clot.
Mm.
And now it's all over. I
Mm.
don't want to be that person. I've
Right.
lost 10 coworkers in the
Mm.
past probably 3 years. I can name off 10 people who are gone,
Like passed away?
passed away,
Wow.
gone, gone.
Mhm.
And one was on vacation. He was scuba diving and had a
Mm.
heart attack right in the water and just
Mm. That
just
is
passed away.
sad.
It's stress. I'm not
Yeah.
going to allow my body to be stressed like that. I don't allow myself to be that consumed. I'll give you a hard day's work. I'll give you everything I'm supposed to do. I'm going
Mhm.
to be on point, but I'm not giving you my life. My
Yeah.
job is not my life, and I'm
Yes, I
not
love
giving you.
that.
So
Yes.
that's how I see it.
Rhonda is here. Rhonda, say hello, my beautiful
Hey,
sisters. Hey,
Rhonda.
Rhonda. um, and D Dunk said money has taken more lives than it's given. It's not worth the trade off. I totally agree.
Yes, D Dun.
I totally
Yes.
agree. But this is another thing that we have to hi Queen's Alchemy.
Hey, Queen.
um T, the value of money has changed
Hmm.
so much over the last couple years. And I always say that, like, um me being my age, like 28, this is my first real experience of like seeing prices rise and stay. Like I'm literally like whoa, this used to be this much, so
Welcome. Welcome to what's gonna be like.
oh, right. It's like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like so we go grocery shopping and it's like, man, I used to be able to buy all this stuff and it was like $100. Now it's like $150. It's like, get used to it. It's not going down at all. So it's like, with that being said, I can maybe understand playing like devil's advocate to all the points I just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand people feeling, like economic pressure and feeling the need to like if there is a time to slow down, it's not now. I can see a
Mm.
lot of people having that mindset as well. Yes, because right. Do you not
I
say
feel
inflation is
bad
going up,
because
but wages are not?
I feel bad because I saw this coming.
Yeah.
If you are familiar with how the cycles work, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I took economics in school.
Mm-hmm.
If you're aware of how the cycle of things go, you can actually see, even based on what the policy is at the time, you can see the direction that it's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that this was going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And which is why in 2020, if you notice the date of when I started to become debt free was right around um the C word time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
saw where this was going
Yeah.
and I was like, man, I got to get this debt gone now because it's
Right.
going to get bad. And I
Yeah.
would tell people and they just be like, oh, you're crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
you're a conspiracy theorist
Yeah.
and all of those things. But it's a very established cycle with money. You can see the trends, you can
Right.
see where it's going to go. And if you pay close attention, which a lot of people don't, because who
Mm-hmm.
wants to be paying close attention to
Mm-hmm.
economic cycles? Nobody is really
Yeah,
paying
because
attention.
because it can be stressful, and then
Mhm, it is.
the news is full of fear mongers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like we're already living it. Like we're living it, so we
Mhm.
know what's going on. But then the news, I don't watch the news. Y'all like I checked out of the news, but it's like if
Done
you
with the
listen to the
news.
news, they'll have your anxiety at peak all the time. It's
Mhm.
always something going on. I haven't. Okay. I've been not watching the news, but I'm gonna say since the beginning of the year, I've been completely checked out because I can't handle it. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? It's the media. The media controls so much,
Mhm.
and it's scaring a lot of people. You know what I mean?
I ain't watching
Um.
the news. I don't even really go on Facebook because it's too many people with their political views and all this
Yeah.
stuff that's flying around. I don't want to be angry.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be scared.
Right. Exactly. That's how I feel. See, I don't want to be angry or scared. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? A lot of people say, "Oh, well, ignorance is bliss," or "You live in a peaceful bubble." At this point in my life, my ideal life would be living in the country in a very simple in a very simple home surrounded by love with money flowing all around me. I don't want to have to I don't want to live a life where I feel like I want to be one of those paid off people that has a paid off car and more money in my bank account. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like I don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, right? Because right now, peace is the real commodity. Peace. That's it.
Mhm.
Peace. That's like the highest form of wealth nowadays.
Well, that and land. I'm gonna go
And
ahead and
land.
tell you
Yes.
that's gonna be the wave of the future is who owns
Land.
land.
Mhm.
Land is going to be what they're trying to take. You can already
Mhm.
see it.
Mhm.
All of these foreclosures and stuff happening. Land is going to be what they want to take, and land is going to be
The
where
things to own.
mhm, it
Yeah.
is. But they're making it harder and harder. You can see
Mhm.
the system making it harder and harder for people to own, making it easier and easier for them to lose their their the ones they do own.
Mhm.
Um, but just like you, I don't aspire to a lot of material things. I don't
Mhm.
want a big house because I don't want to clean a big house.
Me
And
either.
I also don't want to pay somebody to clean a big house.
Exactly. I feel the same
I
way.
want the room that I want to do
Mhm.
the things that I like. and
Right.
what I need, and that's it. I don't need a big house to prove that I have any
Right.
kind of money in the bank. I
Mhm.
don't need the fanciest car. Now I
Mhm.
have a specific car I like, and I'm
Mhm.
going to get the specific car I
Exactly.
like.
Exactly.
But I can save for that and do it over time. I don't have to just go out and just get it to have an appearance.
Right.
And I've just seen way too many people that if you looked at them from the outside,
Mhm.
you would think they have it going
Yeah.
on. And on the back end,
Yeah.
they are broker than a joke.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of that doing mortgages because people would be so canceled out as far as debt to income with like the car, the truck, the this, the that, and it's like y'all really do look like high rollers, but y'all living to pay all y'all bills. That's it. Y'all
no
living to pay
money
all of y'all
whatsoever.
bills. Coach Sherry said land and gold. I need to actually educate myself
Yes.
more on gold
Mm-hmm.
because I've been seeing it a
Both
lot.
holds value very well,
Yeah,
Osmond.
I need
It's
to
a very,
educate
very,
myself more on that.
really all precious metals, but
Hmm.
especially gold. Yeah, they it holds value very well. But yeah, it's just, and I didn't mean to turn this into a whole financial
It's
conversation. I'm
okay.
so sorry, y'all. I
You know, we get
really,
on here and go with the flow wherever it goes.
but it just kind of went there because I was talking about 75 hard, and that's kind of um what my mind has been thinking of, and like different topics, especially for my channel and stuff. And those were the things I
Mhm,
was thinking about. But I
mhm.
have a question.
Okay.
Did T lose weight? Who can answer the question? And how much do you think she lost?
I'm gonna give the people a chance to answer. Um, I was kind of, I was following it, so I kind of know that you were saying, like it was like the same. So I don't know if that changed over the last couple times, but
Take a guess.
take a guess. I'm gonna say yes and 3 pounds.
Okay.
Let's get some more guesses. Allison said no. Hold on a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Rhonda said yes and 12 pounds.
I'm trying to read what Coach said.
Oh,
Mm, hold on to your gold. Yep.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Alchemy said 22 pounds.
I wish.
Hey, hey, Heather
Now, actually,
Ray.
I don't wish because I don't want to be that. Wait.
14 pounds. All right. Dun, dun,
All
dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun.
Oslin was right.
I was right.
Actually, 3.2, but you were right.
What?
3.2. You guys have to understand, I did not lose any weight in the first 60 days. 60 days was nothing. But what I
D-Duck
can
said T
say,
don't even weigh 22 pounds.
I gained a tremendous amount of muscle,
Nice.
especially in my lower body because I was killing it.
Mhm,
I was killing my legs.
mhm.
But there is absolutely no, I mean, they are solid.
Ooh,
Like, so waist
nice.
down, solid legs, like just good. But
That's awesome because you don't like D Dunk said, you don't have a lot of body fat. So it would seem like muscle mat T.
y'all are crazy.
T.
Okay, but anyway,
So it would make sense that your muscle will increase because you were doing it. You know what I mean? So that's awesome.
and I did lose about 1.25 inches off of my waist.
Oh, nice.
Um, which I don't have. I will never have a thin waist just because my body type.
Hmm.
My body type is a kind of straight, kind of
Hmm.
rectangular kind of body. I don't really have so I won't ever have one of those like teeny tiny waists.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I did lose that, gain muscle,
Hmm.
lost a few pounds.
Nice.
And what else? What else happened? My energy level.
Mhm.
My energy level is so much better.
Nice.
It's so much better. I feel so much more focused and just clear-headed.
Mhm.
So yeah, so those were the benefits of the challenge. And it's
That's
better,
awesome.
like I said, than that guy that I saw. I actually read an article. I think this was in the beginning. You guys may not have been here, but there is a man
Mhm.
who's like, I mean, he is full on like into exercise and everything. And
Mhm.
he did the challenge and actually gained 2 pounds.
Whew, I know he was mad.
He didn't lose any weight whatsoever.
T, Coach Sherry said, "What are you going to continue doing from that challenge?"
I am going to continue. I'm not going to do the gallon of water, but I'm definitely going to do 80 ounces of water a day.
Mhm.
I'm going to continue the reading. I'm going to continue exercise. I'm just not going to do it twice a day. I think I'm going to do like once a day,
Mhm.
probably for an hour
Mhm.
instead of the 2 45-minute sessions. I will be incorporating walking. It just will not be every day, and it
Yeah.
surely will not be speed walking.
Yeah.
It's
Or
speed.
forcibly outside.
Yes. Or right. It may be on a treadmill or something like that.
Mhm.
But I definitely want to walk outside some though because
Mhm.
we need the sun.
Yes.
We need the sun so much, and it can lift your mood,
Mhm. Oh
honestly.
yeah, it
So
does.
yeah, it
It
really does.
does. Yeah.
And so I do want to be outside and do some walking. I do want to continue that. It just will not be every day. It will
Mhm.
not be every day. And I will not be in snow
Oh,
and sleet.
girl, you did that. The slow, the sneak, and the rain. Like you literally
I'm not
did
gonna
that.
do
All
that.
weather conditions covered. What?
Not doing it. but,
What?
but yeah, it just there's something about the sun that just makes you feel,
Yep.
I don't know,
Good.
something. It's at
Well,
peace or
yeah,
something. I don't know. It gives you something
it
that
does. Like Coach Sari said, the sun is definitely a natural vitamin D, has a lot of great benefits.
yes.
See, me and my sister, a couple, well, back when I lived in Louisiana before I moved, we had this park called Compton Park,
Hmm.
and we went to Compton Park one day, and we found this tree. We just sat under this tree. We put a blanket out. We sat under this tree, and y'all, when I tell you, we felt so good just sitting outside in the fresh air at the park. And we were both like, wow, it's literally what they say. Get some sun. Like get
Hmm.
sun, like it's the basic things. Drink water, get sun, like all the things. Move your body.
Hmm.
All of it matters.
It does.
And all of it we
It
might think
does.
like we hear it all the time. It's so cliche. No, that's literally the secret sauce. So I agree with what you said.
And me personally, I believe we have a connection to outside.
Hmm.
There's something maybe primal
Hmm.
in us. I think that
Hold on one
we
second,
need
T.
to
I'm
be
listening.
outdoors. Okay. I feel like though that we need to be outside. We need to be outdoors at some capacity. I think it's like I said, it's like a primal thing. I think it gives us balance for some reason. And I may be way off, but that's how I feel. We need to have that connection because it's something in us that I
Can
think
you
it
hear my
makes
TV?
your what was that?
Can you hear my TV? It started making noise.
A little bit, but
Oh,
not much.
okay, not too much. Okay, I was like, this
Mhm.
is random.
I was like, huh? But yeah, so that connection with outside, I think that's probably why, and that all related to the sun and the earth.
Yeah,
You need to touch. People
touch
say it
grass.
funny, touch grass. They say
Yeah,
it in a funny way, but you need to. You need
yeah,
to
and
touch
that's
some
what
grass.
Coach Sherry just said. It's very therapeutic to walk on grass barefoot, and people
Hmm.
that are self-proclaimed tree huggers typically have less stress. Now, I really want to be that girl so bad, but when I
Hmm.
tried that, I got stung by a bee. I was walking in the grass. I was walking in the grass barefoot, and I got stung. I was like, see, this is why I don't come outside, cause
You need
bugs.
to
You
go
know what I
outside.
mean? Like I really want to do it. Just like I tried to record a video the other day outside on the deck, and when I went back outside, I literally had a red wasp, big old, like I'm not
Ooh.
exaggerating, to say it's about that big, and a big old black bumblebee, and I'm like, this is why I don't go outside. You know, like
It's good for you though, Oslin. It's
I
good
know.
for you in every way. You just gotta, make friends with the bumblebee.
Oh
Make friends
gosh.
with the wasp.
They can't get too close because I hear a buzzing and then I'm gone. It's like, no, you're trying to kill me. Like, please.
I have a thing with mosquitoes. If there's a
uh
mosquito anywhere in my vicinity, it will
mhm.
find me.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm wearing because sometimes when you wear sweet kind of
hmm
scented perfumes and stuff like that,
hmm
or it's not because of any of that. It's just they're drawn to me that
Yeah.
for some
Some people are
reason.
like that.
And I do not like that, but
Yeah.
it's the
Mos-
price you pay if you want to be outside some.
yeah. Now mosquitoes, I feel like I just but maybe become accustomed to because I'm just used to mosquitoes, but I don't like them. But mosquitoes scare me because they always carrying some
I
type of
know.
extra, and it's like
And
you never
that's
know which kind of mosquito is landing on you. So I just want to get rid of all of them. But
we
the
use those
wasp and the bees.
I don't know if you've ever seen them thermosels.
Oh, the
They're
candles?
like no, they're like they're a little, it almost looks like a walkie-talkie kind of thing, but it
Mm,
has this repellent that you just slide it in a cartridge kind of thing,
mm,
and it sends out whatever that stuff is, repellent is, and it
mm,
works really, really well. So when I go outside, I'll sit one of those down,
mhm.
face it
Oh,
outward so
nice.
it's not coming in my direction, and they stay away. It works
Mhm.
really good.
Nice. I was to say,
But
yeah, you got that sweet blood. That's what they say when when mosquitoes attracted to you.
yuck. But yeah. So Oslin,
Hmm.
what's been going on with you? We've been talking about me.
What's been going on with me? So last couple of days since tax season ended. First of all, verdict on tax season. I could see myself doing it again. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed meeting people. I'm a people person for real. Like I really am.
Yeah.
Like, and so I met so many people this season. I had a lot of people asking me, like, "Are you gonna be doing this next year?" Like I want to come back to you, and I'm like, I don't know. Who knows? Like,
Hmm.
like whatever. But I might since you asking. So I want to do taxes again. I want to get better. Like this was my first entry level time doing taxes, but I know
Hmm.
that I could do more education and just sharpen
Yeah.
my skills. So I want to do that. But now my next move is just trying to figure out what's next. I have a lot of things pending in my life right now, so I'll be making some announcements very soon. Um, but yeah, just one day at a time. One day at a time, one day at a time. So, yeah, I got a
But
lot going
overall,
on.
happiness,
Very happy. I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying
as you
life,
should, as you
and I'm
should.
seeing how fast life can change.
Hmm.
Like literally, it takes no time.
Yep.
Time is relative, anyway, but like it literally takes no time for things to change drastically.
You need to watch Queen's episode on that. Queen's Alchemy has an episode about time.
Really, I do need to watch it.
Hmm.
Cause yeah, like I'm to the point. I've been like this maybe for the last couple years, where
Hey, Coach
I don't
Mary.
feel I don't feel super Oh, hey, Coach
No, we got
Mean.
Coach Jerry and Coach Meanery.
Nice. I'm like to the point in my life where I don't feel super comfortable making plans because I feel like everything is just subject to change. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
One of the things I definitely want to get back on my YouTube channel, but it might be going in a different direction because my life is going in a different direction. So all of these thoughts are, in my mind, still working on my brand, hustle hard code, just trying to make sure that it's quality,
Mhm.
and profitable and enjoyable and all those things. I actually am thinking about at some point investing in an actual business coach because that's the one thing I haven't done yet.
I
Like, I've
feel
had a
that.
lot of
Yeah.
different business ideas, a lot of different ventures, but I've always used YouTube University and my own self to get things done. And I always get to a certain point, but not past it.
Mhm.
So I'm realizing this is a part where you invest in yourself in a major way. It don't have to be mean break the bank, but this is the part where you find someone that you trust that is where you want to be and they can coach you on how to get there. So I
Mhm.
think with my brand Hustle Hard Co, because it's so near and dear to my heart and I really want it to be successful, I'm probably gonna um invest in some type of business coaching to help build that brand.
I firmly
So
believe in that too.
yeah,
Investing in yourself because you're gonna have to invest in yourself at some points in time in your life.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was watching somebody say, I don't know where I'll be watching. Hey, have y'all seen that guy, Aaron Hall, the morning routine guy?
You talking about the guy from the lead singer, a guy?
No, no,
Oh,
not him. Not that Aaron
only
Hall.
Aaron Hall. I know.
I know D Duck knows who you talking about too. But no, not that Aaron Hall. And thank you, Allison. She said the mugs are so cute. Um, Aaron Hall, y'all, he first of all, he got famous on TikTok, I think, first because he was showing his morning routine. And everybody was like, boy, you don't do all that. Like, they was just like, you don't do all that,
Knew D-Duck was gonna do that.
Yes. Is that a song? I
That's
miss
his one of his
you.
songs.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know, I knew he was gonna do it.
But y'all should follow him. He's just interesting. Like he's
Okay.
one of those people like okay, so what happened was he made a video about his morning routine
Hmm.
and it went viral on TikTok because everybody was like, "Boy, you do not do all this." Because it's a very detailed morning routine. Like he put ice in a bucket, and he like, look, he see him
I
typing the lyrics
can't.
out.
I can't.
I'm getting up here singing too because I love that song.
I have to stop looking at D Duck's comments.
I'm talking to you, baby. That is too funny. But I think he was
D
talking
Duck.
about investing and he was talking about how sometimes people are afraid to invest large amounts of money, but typically, especially talking about entrepreneurship, what you have to do to get to the next level. So
Hmm.
you can't be scared to invest $500, $5,000 if you know it's gonna make you 100K. Like, what's that?
Hmm.
What's 10K to 100K investment? Like what's that? So, like I said, I'm not saying that's the level in which I'm planning to invest starting off, but I just want to find a coach. I kind of have one in mind now that I'm thinking about it that can help me bring
Hmm.
at least one of my
I
visions to life.
believe
Because
that
my ideas grow like this. Like I have so many ideas, but
you're an
where I'm at right
entrepreneur,
now,
Azelin. You're an
huh?
entrepreneur. You're entrepreneur to your core. Like
Yeah, I have so many ideas, but Hustle Hard Co. I'm gonna show my mug real quick. My first one.
yes.
This is one that I really like. I want to pause right here. I want to pause right here. Because I feel like I get one launch, one of my ideas launched and flowing. That's going to generate income for me to invest in other things I want to do.
Hmm.
So that's coming up. I got a lot of personal things happening that's coming, but I'm not gonna keep them private. I'm just gonna wait till they're final before I share.
Hmm.
And
She done got me shedding tears.
these dog is
I
silly.
was literally
I
shedding tears.
miss you. But I actually didn't know that he was on with Guy until you said that just now. But I
Mhm.
knew Aaron Hall when you said it because of
Yeah,
that song that D
he's the
Dunk is
lead
talking about.
singer.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yep.
that.
He went solo.
Yeah, he went solo. That is too funny.
But yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
Hmm.
I think for both of us the past.
It's only the second quarter of 2025. Like we
I
have a
know.
whole rest of the year. Like it's gonna be fun though. It's
But
gonna be a
look
good
at
year.
what's happened
Yeah.
in that time. It's crazy. Crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot. That's what I'm saying. Time is relative. A lot can change and happen in a short amount of time.
Hmm. Whole
And
life
but
direction.
that's a good thing. Like good things don't have to take a long time. That's a good thing.
Yes, Oslin.
Like good
Yeah,
things are major. They don't have to take a long time.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep.
That's where I'm at
Especially
with
when
it.
the steps are directed by the man upstairs. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I definitely feel God in my life. I feel like he knows me to my core. He knows even when I
mhm,
mess up and I do things I'm not supposed to, like he literally knows my heart. Like he literally knows my heart and all of us. He knows all of us. And one of the things I'm learning more about our creator is that he does not look for the bad in us. He looks at us and he looks for the good. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? And when you think about that, T, sometimes it's like some certain things could be happening, good things, and you might feel like, whoa, where's this coming from? But when you really think about where it's coming from God's blessings, and he sees the good in you. So that's what he's focused on.
Yep.
It's really a lot of gratitude. I feel a lot of gratitude for my life,
That's what
you
I
know.
feel these days. A lot of
Yeah.
gratitude.
Hmm.
I'm grateful for the people here. I'm grateful
Yes.
for you.
Yes. I'm grateful for you too.
I'm grateful for so many things in life right now. So I'm glad you said that because gratitude is the headspace that I'm in right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's always, I mean, sometimes if life is being like feels tough, you may have to look for something to be grateful for, even though there's always something. But when things are going well, it's just like, I think that's how you appreciate it and how you live in the moment. It's just looking around and saying, wow, like, this is
Mhm.
nice. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Because I think like we both started our channel last year in
we
June.
did. Oh, same month, I think.
Yeah,
It
June.
was the
Uh huh.
same month.
Yeah. I started
Yeah.
mine specifically on Tupac's birthday. I don't know if you remember what day you started yours.
You started your
I did. I
you
did.
always you always like throw something in there that's like,
Yes, I did. June 16th. That's going to forever be my YouTube
oh my
anniversary.
god.
But I just think like with my YouTube channel, I'm like, man, if I wouldn't have just took that plunge to do that, because even though I've been away for a couple months, I missed YouTube. Like I
Mhm.
missed my YouTube family. I miss checking in. It's like, wow, like had I not just taken that step to just do something I always wanted to do, I'll probably just be still wishing I did it.
And look at all the people you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
All of these
Exactly.
people that have come into your life now that wouldn't
Yes.
be there. It's
That
it's
I
a
genuinely that I genuinely love. Like when I said like I share my good news on YouTube first because this is my safe space. You know what I mean? I feel like TikTok, I don't know half the people on my TikTok. Instagram, I got people on Instagram that I don't talk to. You know what I mean? But my YouTube channel, my YouTube family tapped in. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
these are my people. You
I
know?
really feel like I know y'all.
Yes,
And I
absolutely.
don't,
Yes.
but I do. You know,
Yes, like not physically in person though, but a lot of
but
times
I
people get on
do.
YouTube. Yeah, people get on YouTube and they share their thoughts, they share the things that they're going through in a very real and vulnerable way. And that's how you get to know people.
And they share their heart.
They share their
Which
hearts.
you know I have
Exactly.
here.
Yeah. And I always tell people, well, we was on live yesterday. It was a girl on there named Amani. That's my
You know me, D Dunk. Stop playing. Stop playing. You know us. He's always so silly. I love D Dunk.
I
He's
know.
always gonna come through with something to make me laugh. He's already done made me
Absolutely.
cry laughing up here.
But I was talking to a girl named Amani. She was on my live yesterday, and she was talking
Mhm.
about starting YouTube. And um, I feel like that's something I would champion anybody to do. I don't have to even be monetized. Like, just start a YouTube channel, because at the very least, it's going to be something you can always look back. Do you ever look back on your old videos?
I do.
You do,
I
and what are
do.
your thoughts when you watch them?
Um I laugh at myself most of the time because I'm like, what were you doing? Like, what on earth were you doing? But at the same time, I think I like that.
Yeah,
Because I
seeing
like
your
to see
own progress.
the progression of the person over time. I like to see
Exactly.
that. I
Seeing the
like to see
style of the
somebody
video
change
change.
something. Yeah.
Yup, seeing the style of the video change, seeing the
Hmm.
content style change, and then knowing that this will always be here. This is cemented. You know what I mean? Unless you delete it or YouTube takes it down. Like this will always be here for
Mhm.
the most part, you know? So that's why I would encourage, everybody to do it at some point, you know.
It's a record of your thoughts.
Exactly. And you can get
A-
paid from it.
and it captured. Well, I'm not
Need I
getting
say
paid
more?
from
Well, I say you can, because that can eventually happen. But I'm just
but it
saying,
could. It
like,
could.
where's the loss? There's no loss. It's a win-win
Yeah.
only.
And
And if
even if you never got monetized from it,
yes,
I find it therapeutic.
it is.
I do. I find it very therapeutic. I find it, I don't know, it's like a cleansing.
Yeah. And back to saying, like I say, the people on my YouTube channel are like my people and they're my family. One thing that I find very funny and I actually enjoy it, when I piss people off in real life, they unsubscribe. I'm talking about like family, friends.
No.
They unsubscribe, and I be like, yes, good. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here.
Oh
Like
my god.
I didn't, I also posted Logan on my channel, and I lost subscribers, and I'm just like, I told Logan, I was like, Logan, some people unsubscribed from my channel when I posted you. He was like, good. That means they were following you for all the wrong reasons. I'm like,
Mhm.
good point. You know what I mean? The real ones are here.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So yeah, I love YouTube. I really
Me
do.
too. I love the people I've met. I love the things I've learned because I learned so much from others. I
I
just
do.
watching, even just if it's just to open your mind to something different.
Absolutely. And T, I've had a lot of people come to my channel from you. They comment that. I found your channel on Life with T.
I
I have a
love
lot of people
Azelin. I
come.
love Azelin. I'm
I
always
Coach
like,
Mean she commented on my channel a couple
oh
of days ago and said I
man.
found your channel from Life with T. Stash Cash said that
Hmm.
he found my channel from you, Dr. Ninja Turtle, and every time somebody said, I be like, man, like that's so cool.
I loved that, and I just, like I said, I just love the variety of different thoughts and opinions and
Yes,
views,
because everybody
because
brings their
sometimes
own self.
you think
Yeah,
you know something, and then you see somebody else's view, and it opens your mind to like, oh man, I never
right,
looked at it like that.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
so.
and people bring themselves. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
why it's so much variety. People bring themselves. That's one of the reasons why when I started YouTube, I never wanted to go the direction of like I understand why strategy is important, but I never wanted to go in the direction of like because I would like read stuff and then say, well, the way to get successful is to see what other people have done, and then you do the same thing, but you put your no,
Mhm.
I don't want to do that. I want to just be me. I want to be me. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch somebody's video and then remix it and add no. Like, but I love when the channels, especially small YouTube community, is authentic you. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to do, whatever design, whatever setup you want. I
Mhm.
love that. I love that.
I do
It's
too,
very,
and
very enjoyable.
I love the off the cuff stuff too that
Yeah.
you weren't expecting, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, you threw me for a loop on that one. I
Yeah.
wasn't even thinking it was going there. So it's like, I think the most creativity comes from the newer
Hmm.
channels. I'll be quite honest with you. I think the
Yeah.
newer channels, they give the most spunk. They give the most authentic
Hmm.
version of what this platform was
Right.
supposed to be.
I agree.
That's me personally. You know.
I totally agree. So T, you and your husband having a fun evening this weekend? I mean, this fun evening.
Yes, yes, yes. In fact, I'll be getting off here pretty soon. I just
Okay.
gotta. But I wanted to make sure do you have anything you wish to say?
We'll see what D Dunk just said. People make the mistake of starting authentic and then allowing algorithms to influence them to become inauthentic. Yes,
Yes, D
that's
Dunk.
true.
And I'll be honest, I fight that. I fight that a lot
Hmm.
because I know I I know what I could do right now
Hmm.
that would probably get me to being monetized.
Hmm.
I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it
Hmm.
because it's not in my spirit to do.
Yeah. For
So,
me, my channel, Azelin Original, will always be Azelin Original. If I ever
Hmm.
felt the need to make a channel where I wanted to be with the algorithms, I'll make a completely separate
So
channel.
blow up too.
Period.
I'd have to go in a completely negative direction.
Oh yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't want to be negative, D Dutch.
Right.
I want to be positive. That would just bring me down. I might as well watch the news.
Yeah.
I might as well watch the news every day if I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that.
You say integrity is everything. But so I don't really have many closing thoughts except you know, um thank you for sharing your journey, T. Where did you go? I disappeared, now you disappeared. Can y'all see me? Or is it me? You don't? Can you see me? Oh, you can see me. Okay. Well, where did T go? Technology. Hopefully she's making her way back. Say her goodbyes. But
Uh, okay, there
oh,
we
there
go.
you go. There
I
you
was
go.
like, oh no! I didn't
um
know if it would come back. A call came through.
okay, okay, yeah, that happens.
I was like,
So
no.
yeah. So I don't really have many closing thoughts except I'm like I said earlier, I'm waiting for more things to develop so I can share really good news with my YouTube family. And you know, y'all gonna be on a journey with me wherever I go, however it happens. Okay,
We better be.
absolutely. And
Period.
we might be partying real soon for multiple reasons.
Woo! I'm ready already. I'm starting ahead
Yes,
of time.
yes. And see, you can sit with us too, since we're not doing 75 hard anymore. And also, shout out to you for doing that challenge. And you know that I invited you on and then left you hanging. You know it wasn't intentional.
Yo,
You know it wasn't
you see how
intentional.
she did me, D Dutch? Do you
You
see
took it
how
all
she
the way.
did
I'm
me?
so proud of you.
She comes over T. I want to do this challenge. And I thought of you. I just
I
knew you
did.
would do it with me. I'm
Oh
like,
gosh.
cool, absolutely, Oslan. I'm there. I got you. Oslan was like, yo, yo.
Bruh. Yeah, that was
I
crazy. That
ain't
was
gonna be able to
wild.
do it.
That was wild. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was wild. Like,
But
I'm
I'll
so
watch you
happy that you
though.
continued. He said I was out of pocket for that, yo. Like, it wasn't my intention, you know. But I'm so proud of you for finishing that challenge.
That was so hilarious. So
And
every week
sharing it with us this whole time. I don't know if I'll ever attempt again because I just
you
feel like,
should.
even after I think I said this the other day. So the first 2 weeks was hard catching my foot and all right and everything, but I think maybe like at some point I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have made it anyway. I just know me.
Why?
I can be very honest with myself. Not necessarily talking that I wouldn't have made it anyway.
I don't
First of
think
all,
so. I think you could have made it. I think you could have.
I
I
really
think
being a
D
Louisianian.
Dunk said you got booed up
No. Oh,
and
D
forgot
Dunk.
about all of us.
I plan to make up for it in a major way.
She did, D
Okay.
Dunk. She dipped. She dipped on us, boy. She was like, I'm out.
Man, and I'll never forget. Like, it literally maybe 2 weeks in, I said, "Since I met you, I ain't been on YouTube." And he was like, "How do you feel about that?" And I was like, Like I was, because I always talk to y'all. I didn't have no, I don't have friends in real life. Well, I do. I mean, I say that, but this will be my. I'll be online chilling with my internet friends. Period. Shamelessly. But then when he came, it was like, I like you.
She was out, D Dunk. She was
I like
out.
this person.
She was like, oh, and wait a minute, Osland.
Huh.
I don't like how you said that part.
What?
I like you. I didn't like them other
No,
people that I.
no, 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 no. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
That's what that sounded like. I like
No,
you.
that's not what I meant. That's not what I
Here
meant.
I was
So
spending time with these crazy folks. I don't even like them.
no, I love my YouTube family. I'm so happy
But
to.
nah, we knew what you meant.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
We knew.
But yeah. Great times ahead. Great
Yes,
times
she
ahead.
was, Rhonda. She was distracted. And it was a good distracted. I wasn't
Very
even
good
mad at her.
distraction.
I was sitting over there encouraging her.
Yes.
Like, you might as well, girl. Enjoy your life. Stop it. Just just enjoy yourself because she's deserving of happiness and she was happy.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's all for me, T.
Me
And I know
too.
that for sure, D Dunk. I know my YouTube family. I know y'all ain't no haters. That's
No,
why y'all get all my good news first.
never would be.
Y'all
Never would be.
literally my YouTube family.
We knew it was up.
Oh, Coach Mean Ring said, "Have you two thought of doing a weekly live together? Do you do that already?" We were definitely very consistent with weekly live throughout
We
75
were.
part. We missed a couple hit and miss,
Mhm.
but yeah, we've been doing this for a minute now.
But yeah, I love talking to Oslin because I feel like we talk about a whole
We
spectrum
have
of things.
range.
We go
Yes.
deep,
hmm
we laugh,
hmm
like it's a whole. We got a good vibe. I just think me and
Absolutely.
Oslin have a good vibe.
Absolutely. And soon, I don't know when, but I want to get back on StreamYard. Remember that night we did? It was me, you, D
Oh, we
Dunk,
gotta do
Jane,
that.
Robinson family. Like that
Yes,
was fun. That was
yes.
literally just chilling, like talking to my literally my YouTube family. I don't know if y'all brothers and sisters or cousins or what, but y'all family, period. And we just be vibing.
We have got to do that, and we can multi-stream because now I finally know how the thing works, where we can do it on both channels simultaneously
Awesome.
stream. So yeah, we got to do that. I just think it's a I don't know. The Most of the people that I'm interacting with up here, it's just a vibe. It's
hmm
just like a I don't know, it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
You can immediately sense it.
Yes. And I love how it keeps growing. Uh-oh. Am I paused or you paused? Uh-oh. Technology. Oh, T froze. Okay. Oh, that would be nice, Coach Mean Green. T, unfreeze. Oh Lord. Probably another phone call came in. I had to put my phone on do not disturb before I started. You go live at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be there for sure. If not, to hop on and definitely to support in the comments. Oh no, this is T's channel and it's just me up here now. Well, well, I guess it's a good time to wrap it up, or maybe give her a second to come back in. I don't know. Yeah, she probably got a call. There she go. There you go. Somebody called
I'm
you
back.
again?
I wanted to be able to officially say goodbye to everybody
Yes, yes,
and say thank you very much for coming through. Everybody that stepped foot in here,
yes. Hearts.
and my lovely guests that I love
Yes.
so much.
Oh, thank you,
And
T.
my whole YouTube family that I love so much. You guys are amazing, amazing, amazing people.
hmm
Thank you, Rhonda. That
Yeah,
was a
that
great
was really a
interview.
great interview.
I really I got upset with myself a little bit because I got emotional, but that's probably the point in time in my life where I just like that reliving that or even thinking about it brings me to tears sometimes, like even now. So I got upset with myself because I was like, I sat here and practiced.
hmm
I said, okay, she's probably gonna ask me this about this.
hmm
And this is how I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gonna be stoic
Oh.
about it. And I practiced it like 3 or 4 times. And then the moment the question hit and I really thought about it, it just boom.
Mm.
I got emotional,
Like
so
I said, there's nothing wrong with that. That just shows your authenticity. That's it. And that makes
yeah,
people even more like, man, like she said, you had her crying with you because that was an experience.
yeah,
And the biggest thing is the victory of it all.
yes,
The victory of it all. For you to be doing great, for your daughter to be doing great. You know what I mean? Regardless, against all
hmm,
odds.
yeah. That was some odd stack. And Coach Mean Reen, I will be checking you out tomorrow. She is live at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I will be checking her out.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, but Oslin, it's been amazing as
It has
always. As
been.
always,
As always, for sure.
for real. There's
How do you
never a
feel with your
time
glass
that
of
I'm gonna be
wine?
like,
How you
no.
feel?
I feel okay.
You
I
feel
don't want
okay?
another one.
You
I don't
don't?
want another. Nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Nice.
Nah.
Nice. Did you
Because I
expect to be
know if
like
I
that?
had another one, then it would be lit up here.
Yeah.
We'd be up here. Woo! That's not what y'all want to see. That's not what y'all want to
But yeah, it's been fun. Until next time, just because, 75 hard is over, we can still do stuff like this. I love it.
Mhm.
We should definitely keep this going in some
And find out
aspect.
about the book. Find
Yes,
out
I
about the
will.
book.
I definitely will. So we can get started. I gotta find that book, but I do want to read that.
Yeah.
And I know reading it with you, I'm gonna get it done in fast.
Yeah.
It's a whole different tea.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
glass of
Rhonda.
wine.
Y'all be like, this is not the tea we know. Like, what is wrong with her? But all right, y'all. Thank you for
All
coming.
right. Love you,
Thank you for
T.
the
Bye,
bye,
everyone.
T.
Bye, Rhonda. Bye,
Bye,
D Dunk. Bye, Coach Mean Reen, Allison, everybody that
bye,
came.
everyone.
Everyone
Love
on the
y'all.
replay.
See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.